Good morning. This is day 2 in Boston. We are on another walking tour. Another one. This time we're on a walking tour of the Freedom Trail. So we get to learn about the history of Boston in the 1800s. Fun. In Boston, they have gold on top of their dome. Back at home, just copper. This is 23 carats. What?
Keep walking to Turn and Friend. You walk around with hatchets, roll the bottle, and snap up the hill at 90 How the buildings than anything. 1631, they would find the new town of Cambridge, Massachusetts. Do they name?
So we were just at the Granary Brewing Grounds, and in there was Sam Adams, the Franklin family, John Hancock, and Paul Revere. It's pretty old in there. Lots of famous dead people. So Paul Revere was a jack of all trades. He lived till he was 83. He built that gold dome on top of the state building. He built the bell in this bell tower. He also dabbled in dentistry. It was like a hobby of his. Weird. I don't want him touching my teeth. Ugh. This Walgreens makes sushi. It's really big inside. Leonard Nimoy, the actor that played Spock in Star Trek, grew up in Boston. Fun fact. Freedom Trail, walking the Freedom Trail, walking the Freedom Trail. This building is built all out of stone, no metal at all. Pete Pfenuel left money when he passed away to build this building as a legacy, because when he inherited his money, he wasn't allowed to marry. Now we're inside the Pfenuel Hall Marketplace, where they have lots of local vendors selling their stuff. If you're coming to Boston, check out Quincy Market. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, Richard's like, oh, Quincy Market, that's awesome.
Check it out, right?
Check it out.
If you like outdoor shopping, outdoor music, and eating outdoors, check it out. I just want to add a correction for the Custom House. This part was built in 1847, and this part was built in 1913, 1915. This is the old State Building, and this is where the Declaration of Independence was first read on top of that balcony on July 4th. The very famous and rich John Hancock was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence when it happened. So when people ask you for your John Hancock as your signature, they're talking about that very same guy. This propaganda was created by Samuel Adams and Paul Revere, recreating the Boston Massacre. Oh, Freemark, we meet again. Last time I saw you, we were in the Netherlands, and it was a successful shopping trip. Just enjoying a nice little picnic in Boston Commons with this guy and this pastrami po' boy sandwich. When in Boston, you should definitely eat at Sam LaGrassa's sandwich shop. $13 sandwich is so good though. When JFK was assassinated, he had this block as his address on his driver's license in Boston. So here we are exploring Beacon Hill, an established neighborhood in Boston. To stay in Beacon Hill or Back Bay or in the Boston area, it's quite expensive. For a cheap Airbnb, you're looking at maybe $150 a night for just a private room. And then hotels can range all the way up to like $750 if you're staying by the waterfront. We were lucky enough and was able to stay with some couch surfers. They are a very nice couple who just got married. Well, it's very cute here on Charles Street in the Beacon Hill area. If you come, check out all the little shops. For only $500,000, you can own a 1-bedroom, 530 square foot house. In case you're wondering how much it is to live here. Or if you're the more luxurious and you'd like this 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 3,000 square foot home for $4.9 million. Anyway, back to our couch surfing host. They're a very nice couple. She's from Turkey and he's from the States. And they live in Cambridge area, very cute neighborhood. It's in between Harvard and MIT and very close to the red and green lines to access Boston. Up next, we're going to the place where everybody knows your name. Do do do. So no episode of Cheers was actually filmed inside this building, just the exterior for the opening series. This was originally named the Bull and Finch Pub, and it didn't change names to Cheers on Beacon Hill until 2002. Do you think people will know our name when we go inside? I don't hear it. Here we are walking down Beacon Street. Say hi, Brendan, to the people that we meet in the Snapchat. To stay in Back Bay with an Airbnb was pretty expensive too. It was $200 to $300 to $400 a night. We survived the walk through Back Bay, now walking over the bridge back to the Cambridge side, checking in the view over the Charles River. What is a schmoot, you say, Catherine? Well, back in hazing at MIT, they would take this one man named Schmoot and lay him out head to toe across the bridge to see how many schmoots it would take to do the distance. It says halfway to hell because they think that way is hell, Harvard and MIT side, where school is very hard. There are a lot of joggers here in Boston. You think there's a marathon they're training for or something. Brendan, any guesses how many smoots it takes to cross over? This doesn't really make sense to me, but my guess it's around 360 smoots make the distance to cross this bridge. Behold, the John Hancock Building. I believe it's over 60 stories tall, the tallest building in Boston. We came across another campus. This one's the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, otherwise known as
MIT.
MIT. Checking out the MIT campus. What a gorgeous night. Here we are back on the Cambridge side near Harvard Square, enjoying supper and with beer. Wow.